$5 million in taxpayer money gone, Americans demand answers. Barack Hussein Obama has a lot to be proud of when his presidential library is finally paid for by his adoring fans. One of his crowning achievements, no doubt, will be the embarrassingly gargantuan number of food stamp recipients that he was so proud to add to the rolls of those who lived cradle to grave inside the nanny state. Under the Obama administration, a 32% increase in food stamps recipients were initiated by a very liberal mentality that saw a 10.7 million person rise from 2009, Obama's first year in office, of over 33 million people to over 44 million by 2016, Obama's last year in office. By any standard, that is a colossal failure. But by leftist standards, that is a blessing from above and rates as an accomplishment few regressives can boast. That said, it's no wonder that so many entitlement leeches have opted to game the system instead of being thankful for its assistance. 7 women from South Carolina and 3 store owners have been caught and are being prosecuted for having committed food stamp fraud from 2014 to 2016 to the tune of $5 million. Breitbart: 7 South Carolina women who received food stamps as part of their $5 million food stamp fraud scheme pleaded guilty to defrauding the government of more than $20,000 at a store in Rock Hill. A state court judge ruled that the women who pleaded guilty Thursday will be able to avoid jail sentences and probation if they pay back the money by December 31st, 2017, the Charlotte Observer reported. The 7 women who pleaded guilty in order to defraud the most money to those who defrauded the least amount include Jatonica Williams, 31. She had $5,238 in fraud. Daquita White, $31,370. $70. Labrica White, she's 24, $2,962. Shanisa Davis, 36, $2,549. Victoria Sanders, 25, $2,234. Kimberly Johnson, 28, $2,195 in fraud. And Brooke Rogers, 27, $2,134. Johnson entered a guilty plea by herself, while the other 6 pleaded guilty in 2 groups of 3. As part of the plea deal, all 7 women pleaded guilty to misdemeanor fraud charges and promised to pay the money back in exchange for a 30-day suspended sentence and 2 years probation that will be dismissed if they pay the money back before the end of the year. Jones, who prosecutes food stamp fraud cases in South Carolina, said this particular instance of food stamp fraud took place between March 2014 to 2016. He added that the store owners trafficked benefits and exchanged food stamps for cash, while the food stamp recipients used their EBT cards to buy prohibited items such as hot food, beer, and cigarettes, or accepted cash back. As well, the store owners have also agreed to a plea deal. If they agree to testify against the women, they will be offered reduced sentences on their mandatory 5-year prison sentences, as well as agreeing to pay back the $5 million. In cases like these, the losers are the American taxpayers and those who truly are in need of the assistance. I sometimes wonder what would happen if food stamps EBT cards could only be used at special commissaries that would be set up all over the country, run by a private corporation that would handle the transactions. EBT card usage would be well tracked, researched, and above all would not allow for a trafficking of the food stamps because the card could not be used anywhere else but the commissaries. Yeah, but I don't get where it lands to $5 million. That's what I don't understand. Maybe they're talking about that they have discovered just this case, but there were other cases which amounted to approximately $5 million. But this is disgraceful, to say the least. And what's totally disturbing is that when they're saying from 2009 it was like 10.7 million, and then we went up to 33 million, and then to 44 million people in 2016. I mean, it's like, yeah, because they have committed this crime to the tune of 5 million. Unbelievable.